Summer 2016, what a time. You had the Olympics, you had Major League Baseball, you had your crazy Uncle Steven with his hairy back going down the slip and slide, and you forgot to hook the hose up right, so you just got a fat hairy man going, ah, 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 and then you had to take him to the burn unit, and you had to put Crisco on his back, just to sort of make things right. But now he's just a man that looks like he has a moth-bitten sweater on 24 hours a day, and he can't go to the gym because it's just him with a towel around his waist going, hey guys, never mind all these hair burns on my back, that's just my dumb cousin Julius. Forgot to put the water on the slip. Anyways, there were some great treats, and we're converging on back to school. The great New York State Fair is going on. So we're going to go with new for school. It's also an election year, so we have some state fair treats. We're going to decide which one's better. We'll call one the Trump of Twinkies and the other the Hillary of Hostess, but we'll get to that. We also got some Bam Bam Sherbet cereal and the world famous Crystal Pepsi. Another thing you weren't looking to get back. It's like a bad penny, but we're going to try it. Random Snacks of Kindness, Back to School Edition. Ken Murph do this. We're about to do this.
Ken Murph do this, 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 Ken Murph do this.
Back to school is an important time. I remember when I would go back to school, my mom would say, thank God there won't be somebody sitting here all day watching The Price is Right and just eating a bunch of cheesy poofs and answering the door when neighbors and relatives come over and saying, what the hell do you want? And that was me when I was 5. And then I went to kindergarten and I got much ruder. But I remember they always said about school, you have to have a balanced breakfast. And it'd always be this huge breakfast. It would be like cereal, milk, juice, toast, a thing of raisins, a steak, a bunch of vegetables, a thing of cotton candy. It was always way too much. I say cut out the middleman and just have some cereal. Maybe you have some fruit. The milk's on the cereal. Why are you drinking a second glass of milk? I think it was all a racket by the milk industry. But we're not eating all brand here, folks. This is Ken Murph do this. We found some Bam Bam ice cream pebbles, sherbet flavored, and they are a blast of ice cream awesome according to the back of the box. And it's about time Bam Bam got some love, because Fred has always been on, well no, Fred has usually been on Fruity Pebbles. He lost his job to John Cena for a while, and then they said, we can't see you, Fred. And then he won a lawsuit successfully and got back on the cover of the box, and he said, yibba dibba do this. And then everything was well with Fred. Barney's always on the chocolate, but it's time for his troglodyte son Bam Bam to get in on the action. Bam Bam is probably in a remedial class at school, because all he says is Bam 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 Bam. And it's like, Bam Bam, you need to learn a couple more words, but apparently he's learning about rainbow sherbet, and we're going to learn about it too. I have not seen this. It seems like it's probably been around for most of the summer by virtue of it being an ice cream flavored cereal. I don't know why you'd release that in fall. But it says new. So, first blush, it smells like the stuff that they put in public bathrooms as an air freshener. Does not smell good. It smells almost like the cardboard is being ate through, if not for this bag. And Fruity Pebbles, I like Fruity Pebbles. I like Cocoa Pebbles even better. I think they're really nice. I mean, it's one of those things, like, it's still Rice Krispies, it's still Cocoa Krispies, but I really do enjoy the Cocoa Pebbles. I don't know how I'm going to do with this, because it doesn't smell right, and I got a feeling like I'm going to be giving it to the Boy Scouts when they come around collecting their non-perishable food. They'll be like, Murph, that's not in a can. I'll be like, get out of here now. Take that, your kumquats and your old mango, and get out of here. I don't even know what perishable means. So, as you can see, it looks reminiscent of regular old Fruity Pebbles. It's very fruity and colorful. So let's put some of our half and half on here. That's what I eat my cereal with. And I got a standard issue spoon. Let's see what the old ice cream pebbles rainbow sherbet flavor is all about. it tastes like citrus, if that makes any sense. Which I guess rainbow sherbet's usually orange sherbet, lime sherbet, so I guess they're up the right alley. It's not as utterly as disgusting as I thought it might have been. It still chews like Fruity Pebbles, the same texture, everything. But it's like eating really weak Trix. That's what I'm going to go with. It's like eating really weak Trix. On a Flintstone scale, with that weird cyber cat that he throws outside of the house every night being 1, and a 5 being Fred leading that water buffalo commission, I'll give this like some rocks. Like I don't get like those big boulders outside of the house. I can't even equate these to a character on a ranking scale. They're just like really weak Trix. Like the Trix bunny, all he wants is Trix. If he got some of these, he'd be like, I'm cool, playa. Anyways, moving right along. You know how we feel about Twinkies. Twinkies are God's greatest snack cake. Well, I am happy to inform, again, if you're hitting up any of your local state fairs, Twinkie now has a deep fried variation, and beyond that, it has a chocolate deep fried variation. I have had many a great deep fried snacks over my day. I've had a deep fried Oreo. It's airy and delicious. I've had a deep fried Snicker. It's a bit like, I don't know, a regular Snicker, but super gooey and melts in your mouth. So I'm hoping that the deep fried Twinkie matches up to those, and it doesn't fall into the category of like deep fried Kool-Aid, where they dump the Kool-Aid in cornmeal and then ball it up and deep fry it, or deep fried butter, which is just like a bad look health-wise. I just think like your heart pops instantly if you even get that thing near your mouth. So let's see first. We'll go with the new kid on the block, the deep fried chocolate Twinkie. And as you can see, it cooks up and looks much like a regular Twinkie, except it's brown and it's got a lot of crunchy chocolate goodness on it. So let's see what this is all about. Now basically how you prepare these, you can put them in a conventional oven or a toaster oven for 6 to 8 minutes depending, or you can put them in a deep fryer. And believe it or not, even though I'm a large rotund man that loves chicken wings, we do not have a deep fryer. We broke our deep fryer when we tried to deep fry a meatloaf. It just didn't come out right. Next thing you know, we're sans deep fryer, and there's a bunch of sad kids with a bunch of frozen wings in the freezer. Let's see how the chocolate deep fried Twinkie goes down. Wow. It is delicious and nutritious. If by nutritious you mean that it's meant to be deep fried, which I guess it's not nutritious, but it is delicious. You bite into that, and it's like a little slice of heaven. It has a thicker consistency than a regular Twinkie. Regular Twinkie is a light, spongy cake. This is almost like one of those gourmet donuts you can get at that big local donut chain, like the one that costs 50 cents more than the other donut. It has the crunchy outside, the soft inside, and the cream is just right. The cream is exemplified and heightened by the rest of the goodness of this Twinkie. That is fantastic. And knowing what I know about the deep fried chocolate Twinkie, I now have to have the old reliable regular Twinkie. And as you can see, it looks like a Twinkie if it was baked in flour and deep fried, which is appropriate seeing as that's the big idea. So let's see how the regular old deep fried Twinkie is. Again, it's outstanding. But it loses some of its Twinkie charm. It's like some of those cakes that you get either at the store or that somebody makes for you that has pudding on the inside. That's sort of how the filling goes and how the Angel Foods cake blend together, and it makes it into almost a puddingy goodness. with a crusty outside, almost like one of those Hostess fruit cakes, or fruit pies, excuse me. A big difference in the two. It's a bit like a Hostess fruit pie on the outside. Again, you keep eating and you keep getting that goodness. I give both of these 2 thumbs up. And I say it's just a matter of if you're feeling like chocolate or you're feeling like vanilla. Because there's nothing bad about either of these Twinkies. Kudos, Hostess. You are state fair approved. Just like the butter people that we're so proud of at our New York State Fair. You can go there every year and you can see somebody famous carved out of butter. Like maybe Justin Timberlake and the Backstreet Boys. Or Bill Nye the Science Guy, or President Bill Clinton, all carved out of famous butter. Anyways, we've had a lot of nice snacks. We're off to the races. We had our breakfast, we had a snack, now we need a little something to rinse it down. And what better than something nobody was really looking for? Crystal Pepsi is back. It's back with a vengeance. And you know what? They actually did Canada a solid, if you remember all of our Canada Week videos. They released this in Canada a month before they released it in the US. This came out mid-August here in the States. Came out in like early July in Canada. But Crystal Pepsi, the story of Crystal Pepsi is, it originally came out back in 1992, hung out for a year, and then sort of went the way of the dodo bird. Coke answered with Crystal Tab, which unless you're anybody other than my grandpa Peck, you didn't drink Tab. Like Tab was the original Diet Coke. So that was Coke's big answer to Crystal Pepsi. They were all still kind of like Sprite and 7-Up in the long haul. It's funny, this rendition is caffeinated. Because for like long held tradition in the States, and by law in Canada, you could not caffeinate a clear beverage. Look it up, it's a thing. But these are caffeinated now, and that's just breaking convention here. I don't know what the Canadian rendition did, but let's see over time how Crystal Pepsi has held up. If you're old enough to remember, there was a big campaign with Van Halen's Right Now. Hey, until tomorrow, right now. And there was all these depressing things, these placards like, right now somebody's grandma is smoking crack. Right now somebody's dog is eating through the drywall. Right now you're getting a B- on an arithmetic test. It was like, damn, thanks Van Halen for bringing me down. It's like that old song, don't bring me down, Bruce. But anyways, let's see how Crystal Pepsi holds up over time, because I'm sure they just had a bunch of this in the warehouse and slapped new labels on it, because I used to get it in a glass bottle. I remember me and my dad taking a trip one weekend as a kid when it first came out, and I got like 4 of them, because I was like, man, this is going to be my new favorite drink. And I got about 3 sips into the first one, and there was a bunch of broken glass on the side of the road, because I just heave-hoed that crap. But let's see what the big idea is. Uh-oh, partially produced with genetic engineering, so I don't know what that means. But pretty par for the course with your sugar content. It's about 1/4 of your daily carbs. You didn't tune in for nutrition, you tuned in for me to tell you how this delicious Crystal Pepsi is. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yep, it still sucks. Have you ever accidentally drank seltzer left over at a party? Like a Canada Dry with a yellow wrapper, and you're like, oh, Granddad put that with some of his brown drink. Calls it his cough medicine. This must be good, and you drink it and it's just fizzy nothing. This is kind of fizzy nothing, and I don't know how that's possible. It's got 69 grams of sugar. I don't see any kind of flavoring in here. There's the caffeine that we mentioned. This is a good waste of 250 calories and $1.80. Holy cow, let me just check to make sure I didn't just accidentally go into a dream state. Let me see. It's seltzer at best. Like, it kind of has a bit of that pure cane sugar flavor that you get from a lot of Pepsi products. They had the Mountain Dew and the Pepsi with the pure cane sugar, the wild cherry Pepsi with the pure cane sugar. Don't waste 1/4 of your daily carbohydrates and 70 grams of sugar. I'm giving this Force thumbs down. I'm borrowing a friend's arms to give this an extra thumbs down. This is horrid. Like, I wouldn't buy this to put out a grease fire that was like happening 3 feet away. I can't, oh man. And it's giving me a bit of a gaseous feeling in my stomach. I don't know who's looking for this. I think it's just like, anytime people go, oh yeah, you know, because it happened with Family Guy. Oh, that was a great show. It ended before its time. They brought it back. You know, cereal. They brought back the French Toast Crunch. I don't think people were really missing that. But it still has its charm. But now you get to Crystal Pepsi, and it's like, whoever brought that back should be fired and sent to work at Faygo. Because I don't know who was looking for this. It doesn't taste any better, and that's an honest first blush reaction. I have not had any of these treats before this very day. And I can tell you that this is below the Bam Bam cereal. Like, I think if I poured that on the Bam Bam cereal might like recoil into dust and blow out the window. Like, I don't think it would even want to be soaked with this Crystal Pepsi. Bam, 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 bam! Get off my table. Anyways, you can check out the playlist. There's now, because there have been 2 of these, a random Snacks of Kindness playlist, so you got that to look forward to. Oh, good golly. We're going to be, we've been a little staggered with our schedule lately, getting used to things, because I feel like there's something missing, and we've kind of been adjusting to it, but we'll be back on track. Next week you'll get a back to school, $10 back to school special, and a bar, NFL opening weekend edition. So stay tuned to the Instagram. It's new and improved. It actually has a picture, at least a video. This one will have a couple. That's Ken Murph Do This at Instagram, at Ken Murph Do This on Twitter, and Ken Murph Do This on Facebook. You can send us a Gmail, kenmurphdothis@gmail.com. You can ask for a sticker. We still have plenty of stickers. We'd love to send you one. And we're going to transition into the fall. There's going to be some fun with friends. We're going to have some guests in. We're going to get some challenges back. I know you love the one-on-one challenges, the spirit of the fight and the agony of the feet, and your nose runs and your feet smell, so you're backwards. I digress. But yeah, hit the playlist, also under reviews. And happy snack, and get out to the state fair wherever you are. Don't buy Crystal Pepsi. And if you gotta eat this cereal, see if you can't pour some regular Fruity Pebbles on top of it. Until next time, this is Ken Murph Do This. I'm Murph, and we'll see you next time we do this.